Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Worm, whirl. Oh, hey, good morning. I'm Mrs. Hammock. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to be working on all the skills and practicing all the skills that you need to be an excellent reader and writer. Okay, I've been working on something I want to share with you in just a few minutes. But before I do that, I wanted to share a story with you. Do you speak more than one language? That is so cool if you do. This story is about a cow that went oink. What? Right? This cow can speak both. He can speak like a cow and he can speak like a pig. And this story is so funny. And the cow teaches the pig how to speak moo. Isn't that silly? It's a really fun story. And I love how it honors learning another language. That's so exciting. This is by Bernard Most, and you can look for it on Sora or at your Fresno County Public Library. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a really funny one. All right, are you ready to check our Sora countdown and see who's in the number 4 spot? Okay, let's do it. All right, so this week in Fresno Unified, in number 4, we have Jackson. Jackson Elementary School, great job. We are very proud of you. I think this is your first time on our top 5 too. Congratulations, that's outstanding. So proud of you, keep it up. All right, my friends, it's time for us to train our ears for sound. Are you ready? Today, we are gonna play a game called the substitution game. So, a substitute is when you replace something with something else, right? Yes, and that's right. So I'm going to tell you a word. You're going to replace the first sound with a new sound and make a new word. Let's see if you can figure it out. Are you ready? All right. Dirt. Dirt. Replace the D with a H. And what word do you have? Hurt. Great job. Dirt becomes hurt. All right, how about burst? Burst. Change the B to a F. What is it? Thirst. Wow, you're really good at this game. All right, last one. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Cart. K, cart. Change the K to a H. Cart becomes heart. Great job. You did that great. Hey, I forgot something super important before we go on to our spelling card this week. I have a whole bunch of activity books that are needing a home. Would you make a home for an activity book? All you need to do is send me a letter or an email and give me your address and I'll send one of these to you. I'd love to know all the things that you are thinking, reading, and writing. So send me a letter and I'll send this to you. All right, let's get ready now. We warmed up our brains with our substitution game. Now we're gonna go into our sound spelling. Are you ready? Okay, so this week we are working on the shirt card. The shirt card has 4 sound spellings. We have ER says IR says UR says and OR says It might be a good idea for you to write those down the way that we do and practice them. So with your piece of paper, you're going to write ER says And when you say says I want you to underline it. And you can do that with each one of these sound spellings 2 or 3 times to help you get that locked into your brain, because these ones are kind of tricky and I want you to know them really well. All right, I have a word for you here that we're going to read together. We're going to start here. What do you think? I heard somebody say G, okay, because G says G. And then we have and then we have G, Germ. Is that right? No? So what should I do? You're right. When there's an E right after a G, what does the G say? Right, it says the J sound. It says the soft G, which is J. So let's try to read that word with the soft G. Are you ready? Germ. Oh, that's a word we know, right? That's what good readers do, boys and girls. We try it, and if it doesn't sound quite right, try it with another sound that you know that letter makes, because sometimes it's hard to remember all of those things. So this word is germ. What if I wanted to make it say term? Term. What is the beginning sound in term? Right. So let's change this one and put the T here. Now we have term. How many sounds did you hear? Good. 3, even though there are 4 letters, right? But this ER says only 1 sound. All right, so term. What if I want it to say perm? Perm, like short for permanent. Perm. Right, I'm going to change this T to a P. Perm. Good job. All right, what if I want it to say perk? Perk. Let's take a look. P, that's going to stay the same. That's the same. K, we found where we need to change it, right? P, k. All right, now let's think. We have a couple of letters that make the K sound. Which one do you think it's going to be? Okay, it's not a short vowel, so it can't be CK. Do we end a word with just a C? Not very often. So that means I'm going to try the K, because that is actually what it should be. Perk. Terrific. Wow, you're learning a lot about letters and sounds. Let's practice with our reading chart. Okay, yesterday we read the ERs and the IRs. Let's try some URs and ORs. And then I want to share with you something I was working on. Here we go. Earl, curl. Earn, turn. Nurse, nurse. And curve, word, word. Worm, world. Let's take a look at this row. What did you notice about these 3 words with OR says Did you notice anything special or the same about them? Yes, they all started with a W. Hey, before you got here, I was working on a list, and check this out. Word, worm, world, and work. They have the OR says but they all have a W at the beginning. I wonder if you can find a word that says the sound spelled with OR that doesn't start with a W. That's your challenge this week. See if you can find one. All right, let's take a look, boys and girls, at our high frequency words. Are you ready? We have 2 that we're going to work on today. And they are another. Say it with me. Another. 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 Good. And full. 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 All right, you know what to do. Here are my sentences. You decide which word belongs in which sentence. My bag is of food. Okay, let's look at this one. Can I have cup of water? What do you think? Right. My bag is full of food. And can I have another cup of water? Great job. All right, I have another ER that I want to talk to you about. It's an inflectional ending. Remember, an ending is a part of a word or a couple of letters that go at the end of a word. So this inflectional ending is ER. That matches what we're doing, right? So you'll know that it says But this time, if we add it to a verb, then it changes it into a noun. And it tells us somebody that does something. So I know that's confusing. Let's take a look and it'll make a lot more sense to you. Here I have the verb. Remember, a verb is an action word. Here I have the verb paint. If I add the inflectional ending ER, it becomes painter. A painter is someone who paints. Here I have surf. If I add ER to the end of it, it says surfer. A surfer is someone who surfs. Here I have jump. When I add the inflectional ending ER, it becomes jumper. A jumper is someone who jumps. All right, I have a couple of sentences to do with you, and you're going to think about which word you should use to finish the sentence. It says, I sing. I am a, Am I a sing or am I a singer? If I sing, I sing. I am a, right, a singer. When we add the ER, it tells us that this is a person that does that action. It could be a thing that does that action too. I dream, I am a, right, dream or dreamer. Yeah, dreamer. I box, I am a boxer or a box. You're not a box, are you? That would be silly. Boxer, great job. Hey, you did that really well. It's not that hard, is it? So I want you to practice finding some action words and adding the ER to the end of them and making some sentences. I think you'll be great at it. Don't forget your challenge to find an sounding word that's spelled OR that does not start with a W. You've got a lot to do, and we've done a lot already. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. Will you sing with me? Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day. Find a great book to read and share it with a friend. And come back here to our PBS classroom so you can practice all the skills that you need to be an excellent reader and writer. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
A brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.